I have 600 hours on CSGO, 700 hours on Rust, 500 hours on Apex Legends, 500 hours on Fortnite. And these are just the main 4 games I've played. That's 2,300 hours of my life spent playing video games, and that was all clocked in the past like 4 years. When the quarantine hit, I had just been getting into gaming. I got a fresh new laptop, rad mouse. My buddies all had PCs. So, in all this free time of quarantine, we would hop in a Discord call and play some CSGO and Minecraft to pass the time. And by pass the time, I mean play 15 or 16 hours a day. And then I would go to sleep at different times ranging from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. Then I wake up like 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. To put it bluntly, I had a problem. I legitimately had a video game addiction. It almost feels a bit taboo to say I had a video game addiction, because a lot of these like gamer guys online, they'll claim like that's not a thing. They're just saying that because, they're old people. But video game addiction very much is a real thing, and I had one. The next school year, I built my first gaming PC, sitting right here. And this very much fueled my addiction. It became the center of my life. Go home, play Rust with my buddies. My grades legitimately suffered. I'd pity myself, wondering why no girls liked me, why I had no hobbies, why I'd go to bed feeling sad. But not once did I point to video games. So fast forward 10th grade, I just naturally start falling out of video games, I play less and less, a couple times a week instead of every day. Fast forward to 11th grade, I barely play, maybe once during the weekend or a couple times a month. And you want to know why I stopped playing so much? It's really simple. It's because I found progress in real life. I got really into lifting. I learned how to play the guitar. I wanted to start my own business. I had other means of progress. And that leads cleanly into my next point. The real problem with After listening to my little video game addiction sob story there, it's very easy to point to video games and say that was the root of my problem. It's all I did, it's all I spent my time doing, leading me to, feel a little mentally fuzzed up, feeling not the best about myself, not progressing in life. But at the end of my little story, I explained how I fell out of gaming, which was finding progress in real life. The thing that makes video games so appealing is the progress, right? You can get better at the game. You can level up your character. You can unlock this and that, all filling you up with this little sense of fulfillment. During my peak CSGO days, I would have a dedicated warm-up and training to get better during my competitive matches so I could get a better rank. And I did this with every game. I trained in Fortnite so I could do better in Cash Cups. I trained in Apex so I could get a better rank. I farmed on Rust so I could get a better base. This all gave me a sense of progress. I lacked it in real life, so I substituted it out for video games. And it took receiving that progress elsewhere, in my case, the main one being lifting, in order for me to just naturally fall out of gaming. The real problem with video games isn't inherently video games. It's that so many guys lack actual progression in real life, that they just resort to playing video games. And the thing about video games is that they're easy. You can sit in your computer chair, sit in your beanbag chair full of cum, and you can twiddle your thumbs. Look up a guide on how to unlock this and that, and do it with ease. And progress, it's no different to your brain. Easy progress is no different from hard progress. The only difference is what happens in real life. So that leads into course of action. What should you do, little Jimmy? Should you stay addicted? Or should you just cut them out completely? Neither. I've been lifting for well over a year now, making a lot of progress in that, filling me up with a lot of fulfillment. I've played the guitar for over a year now. Same deal, a lot of progress. I've had this YouTube channel for nearly a year. A lot of ups and downs, a lot of progress. These things take up most of my time, but still, I'll hop on Fortnite. I'll drop from the battle bus with my boys every once in a while, once a week, once every couple weeks. Moderation. It feels different when you do progress in real life, right? You complete your tasks, your hard work throughout the day. Playing video games doesn't feel like you're filling up this false sense of progress. It feels like an event. It feels like going out with your friends, doing something fun. When I started treating video games as a reward, instead of escapism, instead of my progression system, I started treating it as a reward after doing all my hard work, my committed work. They became 10 times more fun, and they didn't have any negative side effects. Treating them as the bane of your existence, right? Completely quitting them, like hating video games. I hate video games. Well, for one, hate is unnecessary. In all circumstances of life, hate is unnecessary. It's just going to lead you to have more negative thoughts. And then treating them like your only sense of progress is obviously just riddled with its own problems. So with video games, you can treat them as a reward. Play them in moderation. Treat them like an event, going out with your buddies and having fun. It's one of the few forms of instant gratification, in my opinion, where you can do that. You can treat it fun. You can enjoy it in moderation. Because unlike social media and prawn, like I'm not going to enjoy prawn in moderation. No, but you can do this with video games. That's what sets it apart. But speaking of real life progress here, I've opened up A-Brain Coaches, which is a 2 to 4 week coaching program, you know, me coaching you, where I dedicate myself to your progression. I guarantee progress in whatever avenue of life you're struggling in, literally any struggle. And my goal with it, obviously, is just to help young people. Because, you know, I can give as much advice in my videos as I can, but I can't personalize the advice, right? With coaching, I can talk to someone one-on-one, you know, like therapy, like a teacher. I can help get to the root of their problem, really helping them, because general self-improvement advice is great. But there's some problems that can't be solved from a YouTube video. On that note, it's a different angle today. I'm kissing you from a different angle. I forgot to mention Discord in the description. A lot of cool people on there.